I think all three of us, as a matter of fact, but more than anybody, you, Krishna, made in India, iPhone 15 is finally launched.
Yes.
Take us through the price point. Take us through the highlights of that event.
Right. The only thing that the event did not talk about or confirm for us was that the first set of iPhone 15s are made in India. We have heard about it.
But that we know of.
We know of. Those are reports. Just to clarify, those are reports that we got before the launch event. We're looking for some kind of confirmation at the launch event. I watched the entire launch event from start to finish. There was no message coming in straight from Apple on how these first iPhone 15s are going to be shipped out of India. Fingers crossed that the first iPhone 15s are going to be a huge chunk of them get shipped out of India for sure. That's what I would hope for. But as far as the phones themselves are concerned, no more notches on iPhones. The notches have been replaced by the island that they have on top. Even the basic model, the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Plus, both of them don't have the notches on top. Type-C port. The biggest headline coming out is that now all iPhones, let me take this over there to the board. All iPhones now have Type-C charging ports. That is there with all Android phones. All of that coming because the pressure from the European Commission on Apple. If Apple is sustainable, they can't keep making new kinds of chargers only for Apple and more chargers in the world. So one charger for all phones. Apple sort of falling in line with the European Commission's, the European Union's diktat. So Type-C port for charging and data transfer. Upgraded 48 megapixel camera. They always make their cameras better. 2x telephoto lens. This is just the iPhone 15 Lite. This is not the Pro models we're talking about. Just a basic iPhone 15.
The flagship model.
The flagship model, correct. No need to switch to portrait mode. Automatic portrait, Shweta. Okay. Fantastic. So you don't want to do the portrait mode and then take a photo. It will automatically, artificial intelligence, see where a portrait is possible and click the portrait for you. This is a feature I absolutely loved. Voice isolation in crowded places that your phone is going to do for you. So far, we've had our Bluetooth earphones giving you that voice isolation. Your phone now does it for you. If you're in a crowded place and you have an iPhone 15, the entire noise gets filtered out and the person on the other end of the phone can clearly hear your voice. Precision finding with Find My App, another beautiful feature where if you are in a crowded marketplace, you've lost your friend, you have an app called Find My, and that person has an iPhone, your phone will direct you step by step to where your friend is in a crowded market or any kind of a crowded outdoor or indoor space for that matter. So precision finding with Find My App, superb new feature. Roadside assistance for US customers. This is yet to come to customers outside of the US. What they're doing is that if you're on a highway somewhere in the US and you don't have any signal, your car is not working, you're stranded in the middle of nowhere, what happens? Your iPhone connects to the satellite and sends out an SOS to a nearby station. They've tied up with the Automobile Association of the US for this feature. That's a groundbreaking innovation that they're doing where they're also powering your mobility, and especially when you're stranded and you're on the go.
Krishna, let's repeat that for our audience. What are you essentially saying? If my car breaks down,
right,
iPhone will send a message?
To all those people watching this, this is not happening in India. Can't happen to Shweta's car, can't happen to his car, can't happen to anybody's car. This is not for Indians. So far, what they've launched in the launch event is that the US Auto Association is what Apple has tied up with. And if you are in the middle of nowhere and your car is broken down and you don't have signal on your phone, you're completely stranded, you will be able to send out a SOS on satellite to a nearby auto repair station which comes under the Association of Automobiles of the US, and they will send help to come fix your car. That's what you mean by literally groundbreaking innovation. What can you do with your phone? How much can your phone help you? Bear in mind, they already got that trackers in the last iPhone launch where if you have multiple things that you're carrying on your bag, you can put a tracker and with your phone, you can figure out where you left your bag. This is taking that a notch further. Now, an auto repair person will be able to find you because you have an iPhone. I don't know how this is going to get translated into other countries and other geographies and to India specifically speaking. I don't know. But for now, this innovation is on the table, has been implemented in the US.
All right, and you can get the brand new iPhone from the 22nd of September onward?
Like the bookings start for all those watching September 15th, India time, 5:30 p.m. onwards is when you can start booking. They start becoming available from the September 22nd. Prices for the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, if I were to quickly take you through, $79,900 and $89,900. These remain the same. They haven't changed the prices of the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus. And also a reason why the Apple stock tanked in trade on Wall Street, because the street over there was expecting a hike in prices, but Apple not hiking prices. 15 and 15 Plus remain same. Now quickly take this across to Pro and Pro Max. Therein you have a headline, grade 5 titanium chassis. That's grade 5 titanium that's used on NASA's Mars rover. Okay. We're talking about metal that's used in space tech being used on a phone that you can buy. It's called grade 5 titanium, and the chassis of the iPhone 15 Pro models come with that grade 5 titanium chassis. All new action button replacing the single function switch. If you see on your iPhones and Pro models, you have a lever or a button that goes up and down to make your phone silent or active. That is going to be replaced with an action button with which you can program the action button for any action. Say you want to touch that button and start your camera, you can program it. You want to touch that button and start a torchlight, you can program. You're being given a button, and Apple tells you you can do what you want with that button. That's customization of another level altogether. 5x optical zoom at 120 millimeters, longest ever in an iPhone. That's as good as some of the best lenses that you will find on a DSLR cameras. 5x optical zoom available on the Pro models, and pricing, the Pro remains the same as it was before, 134,900, whereas the Pro Max now starts, hold your breath, at a minimum of 1,54,900 or 1,55,000. There has been, bear in mind, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, there has been a price hike in the US of $100. And that's about a 10% price hike, which is here translated to nearly 20% price hike as far as India prices are concerned. This is the topmost, most premium iPhone 15 available. That will be priced at 159,900, nearly 160 to be precise. So the prices of the iPhone 15 Pro Max, only the top end Pro model has been hiked. All other iPhones remain the same. And there's one other announcement. There were two announcements. There were the phones, and then there was the watch. Also, for very important reasons, there's a double tap feature on your watch in which you can just double tap and pick up a call. And double tap feature being used for many activities that you can do on your watch. A revolutionary feature added to the Apple Watch Series 9. Carbon neutral option available. Big statement coming in from Apple. If Apple is being forced to change its Lightning port to Type-C for the sake of sustainability, Apple itself is committed to sustainability, saying that by the year 2030, all Apple products will be completely sustainable. Okay. And to begin that, you have an Apple Watch Series 9 that's carbon neutral. You get carbon, you use no carbon while using that watch. There's also the Ultra, Apple Watch Series 9 Ultra 2 series with advanced water adventure capabilities have been launched. So essentially, Shweta, last night was all about the iPhone 15 and the Apple Watch, and the talk, everything was about sustainable. Apple talking sustainability at the launch of its premium products is something, and that tells you the direction that they are going under. So going forward with, so incredible. Another good launch event from Apple. The only thing that's left to be seen right now is that what kind of response that people give to their latest products. All right, and the response, of course, has been largely positive. We'll of course, wait for this. Happened overnight. Right. I think people will wake up to what the new iPhone 15 can do, what will be the features. We brought all the latest features as much as we could from that mega press conference. People are waking up to a brand new Apple device, a brand new Apple Watch, and its features, which are not very different. At least the camera is very different, but other features remain intact. Apple promising a carbon neutral setup, Krishna. Apple promising that, for people who are brand conscious about environment, yep, Apple devices are the way to go. Apple devices should be perhaps your go-to devices if you are worried about what sort of carbon footprint you're adding to the environment. Absolutely, and they've made these phones lighter. Now the iPhone Pro models are lighter than the 14 Pro and the 13 Pro models. And you can start trading in everything from your iPhone 11 onwards. So obviously, if you have anything less than iPhone 11, you can't go for a trade-in. But everything else are still in the iPhone 11 onwards, still in the mix. Of course, you can always go for the iPhone 15. All right, and we're bringing you all those details right here on News9. What does the new Apple iPhone 15 entail? What are the latest features? What's the price point like? We'll wait for how much, pre-bookings that Apple will see. It starts 15th of September. All those details coming up right here on News9. Thank you very much for watching.